Good afternoon, and welcome to Commencement, a celebration of your achievements from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I am Dr. Holly Attenborough, Assistant Provost for Academic Affairs, and on behalf of everyone here and Interim Provost, Dr. Wayne Weber, who wishes he could have been here, I welcome you to today's ceremony. Would you please stand and remove your hats from the for the singing of the national anthem led today by Nathan Grieve. You may be seated. Graduates, today you become part of a special family, that being the UW-Platteville alumni. This is the 209th commencement ceremony at UW-Platteville, where more than 57,000 graduates have earned their diplomas. Congratulations to all our candidates here today. Throughout the day, we will salute graduates of the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture, College of Liberal Arts and Education, College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, and graduate programs. As for today's commencement, we will hear words of encouragement and congratulations from our student speaker, principal speaker, and our chancellor. We will then recognize some special people and finally present the candidates for graduation. Each commencement, a student speaker is chosen to represent the graduating seniors. This year's speaker is Grace Trenkamp. Grace is an active student on the UW-Platteville campus, participating in undergraduate research opportunities, short-term faculty-led study abroad trips, theater productions, history club, and pioneer players. She has also received multiple scholarships, grants, and awards. She was selected as the 2021 UW-Platteville Student Woman of the Year. Throughout Grace's collegiate career, she has been involved in nearly a dozen theater productions. She has held positions of scenic designer, production supervisor, and stage manager. As an undergraduate researcher, Grace's projects include Native American boarding schools and cemeteries in the Midwest, and groundwater access impacts on tree productivity in the central sands of Wisconsin. In the summer of 2022, Grace was an interpretive park ranger for the National Park Service at Effigy Mounds National Monument. Following graduation, Grace will intern at the Bureau of Reclamation at the Provo, Utah office. Grace is an environmental science and conservation and theater double major with a double minor in social and environmental justice and biology. She also earned a certificate in geographic information systems. Grace is from Preston, Iowa. Please welcome Grace Trenkamp.
Life sucks. No, seriously, life sucks, doesn't it? Life sucks, and the present is ridiculous. Many of us have lost loved ones to COVID, cancer, and other terminal illnesses. Some of us have loved ones who couldn't make it here today due to a multitude of reasons, whether that's an airplane ticket or failing health. Just when I needed to bring my whole self to writing this speech, finishing finals, and preparing for graduation, I had to put my dog down. Perhaps a few of you are here sitting quietly wondering if you actually passed that final exam or not. Or maybe one of you, possibly me, will trip ever so gracefully when crossing the stage at graduation. However, life does not suck. We are graduating today, class of 2022. This is our commencement ceremony. And today, life does not suck. Y'all may be wondering how or why this commencement speech ended up being about how life sucks. Well, the capstone for my theater major was scenic designing a play called, wait for it, Life Sucks. The play is an American adaptation of a Russian play called Uncle Vanya by Chekhov. The play explores how academics, okay, now all of you need to stare your professors in the eyes right now, how academics struggle with life-work balances. They overthink, they overanalyze, and make life really hard for themselves, for no conceivable reason other than that is just how life is. Life is just, and blackout. Similarly, graduates of UW-Platteville, College of Liberal Arts and Education, we have seen how the world truly does suck. Between climate change, gun violence, racism, sexism, and any other depressing topic we've learned in the wide range of classes our college may provide, we've seen, heard, and felt all of it. And as students of liberal arts, we've been trained to be passionate about addressing these problems to the best of our individual abilities. After all, liberal arts in ancient Greece meant a desire for universal understanding. Okay, I need some audience participation here. With a quick show of hands, how many of my fellow graduates started out at UW-Platteville thinking they were going to change the world as engineering majors? Oh, don't be shy. Yeah. Okay, now how many people in the bleachers were nervous when your engineering major announced they were going to start studying liberal arts and education? Yeah. Okay, wherever you fall on these lines, here's the deal. The people who sit in front of me today, they will make just as much, if not more, change than other disciplines. We will leave the world better than we left it, or how we found it, sorry. We will do it for you, for ourselves, and ultimately because we know someone needs to do it. As students studying the liberal arts, we learned about injustice. We learned about how to apply our left and right brain to address those injustices in ways that only we know how, because we had a broad sense of how life works. This interdisciplinary journey throughout the college has made us the people we are today. We know how to think, and we know what it means to think. We are critical and less arrogant. Arrogance is what destroys the world. Be humble, my friends. It will improve your lives and the lives of those around you. Although life may suck sometimes, today is a pivoting point in our lives. There are those of us today planning to stay in the Driftless region, or even those of us who are going to go off to Disney, or the United Kingdom, or even Provo, Utah. All those places will be better off with us, UWP, LAE alumni, there to help solve the injustices of the world and make life suck less for everyone. As I close, I would like all of us to look to our friends, parents or professors, or whoever made your undergraduate career suck less. Reminisce in this moment. In this fast-paced world, it is hard to savor moments like these. Remember to thank those who helped us along the way. Despite all we've been through, class of 2022, from COVID to polar vortexes, we have made this time worthwhile, and now it is time to celebrate. Thank you.
Today's principal speaker is UW System President J.O. Rothman. President Rothman began his tenure as the 9th president of the University of Wisconsin System on June 1st, 2022. With 13 universities across 26 campuses and a statewide extension network, the UW system is home to world-class education, research, and outreach, serving approximately 165,000 students. and awarding nearly 37,000 degrees each year. President Rothman leads a statewide workforce of faculty, academic, and university staff, and graduate assistants. President Rothman previously served as the chairman and CEO of the law firm Foley & Lardner, LLP. He was the chairman and CEO of Foley & Lardner for 11 years and a member of the firm's management committee for 20 years. President Rothman serves as the director of Quad Graphics, Inc. and Mayville Engineering Company, Inc. His community involvement has included serving as a director of Junior Achievement of Wisconsin and the Metropolitan Milwaukee Association of Commerce. President Rothman earned a bachelor's degree from Marquette University and a law degree from Harvard Law School. Please welcome President Jay Rothman.
Thank you very much, Holly, for that kind introduction, and good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to join you on this day of well-deserved celebration, and I offer to each of you my sincere congratulations. Your University of Wisconsin-Platteville degrees, which are so much more than just a piece of paper, are the culmination of years of hard work, long hours of study, and so many sacrifices by you and those who care for you. Well done. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome the families, friends, the faculty and staff, and others who are here to help mark this grand occasion. You're all part of these individual great success stories, which are only getting started. Thank you for your contributions, which have made today possible. It is my enormous privilege to serve as president of the UW system. When I came into this role back in June, I had great respect for the UW system and its family of 13 universities that contribute and what they contribute to the state of Wisconsin. But I have to be honest, I think I underestimated the impact of the university system. Now, a little bit more than 6 months into my tenure, I know how significant the system is to our state, and it's because of the students that are sitting out here today, the faculty and staff and the families that support the students. As I've seen and heard over and over again, our students are accomplishing so much because you're engaged in the UW experience, both on and off campus. Quite frankly, I think it's a good thing that I'm at the age that I'm at, because I don't think I could compete with you. In fact, I'm quite sure I couldn't. But let's turn our focus to today. As graduates of UW-Platteville, you are part of the UW's wonderful legacy and great promise. As we send you out into the world, I thought I might share some advice, and I appreciate that it's unsolicited, but I hope that you will bear with me. There are several tidbits of wisdom that I thought you might find relevant, because I think I would have, or useful, when I was sitting in my graduation many years ago. I want to encourage you to be leaders. What do I mean by that? I'm not suggesting you have to run for mayor or be a CEO. That's fine if that's what you want to do. But rather, I'm suggesting you take charge of your own life and be intentional and proactive in making a difference. That leads me to my first tidbit of advice. Find your passion. Have a purpose. Your greatest challenge going forward won't be finding a job or commanding a good salary. I submit that your greatest challenge may be identifying your passion and what is your purpose in life. I ask that you ponder this question. What will you stand for, and how will you be remembered? There's a wonderful poem by Linda Ellis called The Dash. The dash she refers is the dash between the date of birth and the date of death on a tombstone. Those two dates really aren't as important, she writes, as the life that is captured by that simple dash. The life we choose to live and the impact we have on people around us in our lives. To quote from the closing lines of her poem, "So when your eulogy is being read, with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash. Your purpose may not be defined in your first job or your second or maybe even your third. Quite frankly, it may not even come from your job. But nothing will bring greater value to your sense of character and the hard work you do every day than finding something that brings meaning to your life, something that kindles your passion. I suspect many of you are already discovering this very thing because you have exhibited it in your campus life. You're thinking beyond yourselves and what you can do to make things better, whether it's on campus or in the community or in the world at large. It means getting involved, having a vision, bringing people together behind an idea, and putting the hard work in to get things accomplished. It means finding your purpose in life and defining how you will spend your dash. My second tidbit of wisdom is to define what success means to you. Society and a whole lot of other people have a way of trying to do that for you. I suspect you've noticed that. But I urge you to look inward. Get to know yourself, understand yourself, and figure out what you want your life to look like and mean. That's the best foundation for your own plan for success as you define it, and then stay true to that. Keep in mind that success is often not about wealth or material possessions. I've known a lot of wealthy people in my life, some of whom were just unhappy, and some of whom were just plain miserable. The old adage about money not necessarily equating to happiness is absolutely true. As you begin your life as a graduate of this great institution, I encourage you to focus on what makes you happy and what makes you be fulfilled, because in that I think you will find your success. Third tidbit of wisdom. Be resilient in the face of life's challenges. Life is a marathon and not a sprint. I know that sounds trite, but it does happen to be true. There will be ups and downs. And what matters is how you handle the journey, how you handle the ups and downs. Learn from things when they don't go the way you expect or when life throws you a curveball, like COVID. You have actually had a crash course in what it means to be resilient over the last couple of years. You were in the midst of your college experience during a time of almost unprecedented challenge as we all learn to navigate what I hope is a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. But you did not give up. You persevered. You seized the opportunities that were presented, like your education at this great institution. The lessons all of us learned from the pandemic were hard-earned, but always remember that you overcame great adversity and not only persevered, you succeeded. Take the resilience that you've developed from those experiences and apply it in the future. As Nelson Mandela once said, and I quote, "Don't judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again." Or if you prefer, Winston Churchill, and I quote again, "If you're going through heck," and he used a different word, but it was Winston Churchill, "but if you're going through heck, keep going. Resilience is the cornerstone of success." And the fourth tidbit of wisdom, embrace in your daily routine the practice of expressing gratitude. Particularly during the challenging times of your life, ponder all the good things for which you can and should be grateful. Look around this room today. Think of what you have accomplished. Think of the support that you have gotten from your family and friends and the faculty and staff at this university that have helped you make this journey. There is much for which all of us can be grateful. And if you practice that, you might be surprised and gratified to learn that the list of things you can be grateful for is longer than you could have ever imagined. Finding gratitude is a powerful force for happiness and should not be underestimated. Practice it regularly and prepare yourself for the positive change that will come from that practice. And as you go along that route and you're counting about what you are grateful for, don't forget to give back or pay it forward, however you want to define it, when you have that opportunity. Sitting here today, you are on the cusp of another great adventure. You have the opportunity to continue to learn, grow as a person, and achieve great success. You have the opportunity to live the Wisconsin idea. And what does that mean precisely? The Wisconsin idea is the long-held principle in our state that universities should improve people's lives beyond the classroom and the physical parameters of the university itself. This means that you, as graduates of this great institution, who are part of the University of Wisconsin family, I encourage you to embrace the Wisconsin idea and take it as your personal responsibility to improve the lives of others. It's a responsibility that connects the University of Wisconsin and its people to the broader community. It's a call to you to use your talents and your skills to improve our communities, our state, our great country, and the world. That's the Wisconsin idea. How and where you will yield your influence and practice leadership will probably evolve. As you grow older, your perspectives tend to change. But one thing we all tend to place greater value on is community. Today, community means so much more than it did when I was sitting in the chairs out in front of me, especially in an age of technology that can turn the whole world into a community that you care about. But however you define your community, be confident you can make a difference. This great university, UW-Platteville, has prepared you well for the journey ahead of you. As you wind up your university career and prepare to step out into the world beyond, I also encourage you to step up. Please remember that opportunity is earned. It is not granted. But you are ready to meet the challenges that may come your way. I'm excited for what is ahead of you, and I wish you great success. You are now part of the University of Wisconsin family of alumni. Welcome to that club and be proud. In my travels around the state, it has become abundantly clear that UW-Platteville and all of the institutions that make up the UW system are such vital parts of the regions they serve. They are serving and enriching the lives of students and the communities in which they operate. That connection is essential to the success of our state, and it must continue. So shortly, when you move your tassels on your mortarboard from the right to the left, I'd like you to keep in mind another role that you can take on as a graduate of this great institution. There is nobody better than you to tell the story of this university's value and its positive impact, because you have seen it can change the trajectory of your life, because it has. You and your fellow pioneer alumni are making your mark in Wisconsin and out on the world stage. And you look at the alumni of this university, whether they're acting as scientists or engineers or physicians or nurses or teachers or software developers and coders, entrepreneurs, IT specialists, farmers, accountants, and artists, and the list goes on and on. Where there is an opportunity, I am confident Pioneer alumni will step in and make a difference. Graduates, you are prepared for what you are going to encounter out there. And you have the potential and the passion and the power to improve our world. I am excited to see what your futures will hold, and I could not be more proud. I wish you all the best on this great day and in the years to come. Congratulations and Godspeed. Thank you very much.
I now ask Dr. Matthew J. Fensel, Associate Professor in the Department of Health and Human Performance at UW-Platteville-Baraboosac County and Interim Chair of the Health and Human Performance Department at UW-Platteville, and Dr. Chris Schollenberg, Professor of Spanish at UW-Platteville, to please stand. Matthew and Chris were selected as 2 of the 4 recipients across the UW system to receive the 2022 Alliant Energy Underkoffler Excellence in Teaching Award. The award, funded by an endowment from the Alliant Energy Foundation, Inc., recognizes extraordinary undergraduate teachers at UW system universities within Alliant Energy's service area. Please help me congratulate Dr. Matthew Fensel and Dr. Chris Schulenberg. I now ask that Terry Bush, Treasurer of the Alumni Association, to come forward.
Thank you, Assistant Provost Attenborough. By your graduation here today, you're now part of a special group, UW-Platteville alumni, and you're not alone. I now ask that all UW alumni to stand and be recognized. The UW-Platteville Alumni Association annually recognizes outstanding graduates with the Honorary Lifetime Pioneer Award by awarding them lifetime membership in the Alumni Association. The award is based on a variety of criteria, including campus activities and leadership, community involvement, professional development and employment, academic excellence, and the probability of future involvement in the Alumni Association. I ask the following graduate to stand and be recognized as the College of LAE's Alumni Association Lifetime Membership recipient, Itzi Sanchez. Congratulations, Itzi.
Thank you, Terry. It is now our honor to welcome Dr. Tammy Avedovich. Dr. Tammy Avedovich has been the interim chancellor at UW-Platteville since June 1st, 2022. Previously, she held the role of provost for 2 years at UW-Platteville. Please help me welcome interim chancellor Tammy Avedovich.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Fall 2022 Commencement. Whether you are here as a graduate, dignitary, family, friend, faculty, or staff, I thank you for your support and for being a part of the Pioneer community. To our graduates, I am excited and honored to be here today to celebrate this monumental milestone with all of you. On behalf of the entire university, congratulations. We are so proud of your accomplishments and dedication on your journey to where you are today. Today is all about you, and we are honored to celebrate with you. I'm proud of you, and I'm glad that you took a chance on yourself to provide yourself with an opportunity to seek out higher education in a field that is meaningful to you. I'm so thankful that you chose UW-Platteville to invest in yourself. I firmly believe that education is truly your own, and no one can take that away from you. No one. And you, our graduates, are now ready to join the workforce and have the privilege and distinct honor of being UW-Platteville alumni. Whatever field you enter, the odds are very high that you'll find a fellow Pioneer alumni there, wherever you are. You are now a part of a very proud and dedicated alumni base who look out for each other and help each other. Always pioneers. Today is the first day of your journey and commitment to lifelong learning. Know that as you leave here today, you can always consider UW-Platteville home. Whether it be next year, 5 years from now, or decades from now, we will always welcome you back. So, be steadfast, be well, and be pioneers. Thank you.
You may wonder what the different colored stoles and cords are around many of our graduates. Our international students wear white flag stoles featuring the United States flag and the flags of their home countries. UW-Platteville students who have studied abroad wear stoles featuring the flags of the countries where they studied. Clubs, organizations, and honor societies also have bestowed different colored stoles and pins on their graduates, representing additional extracurricular and high-impact practice learning. I want to call special attention to those wearing gold honor cords. These gold cords are worn by students who have received academic honors. Students with honors are also designated with asterisks in the commencement program. We're going to recognize our honor students now. Each year, the colleges recognize our valedictorians, students with the highest grade point average, as well as outstanding accomplishments. For the College of Liberal Arts and Education, we ask the 2022 valedictorian, Bailey Watson, to stand. Congratulations. Will the individuals who are graduating magna cum laude please rise? Thank you. These students have earned cumulative grade point averages above a 3.5. Congratulations to our magna cum laude graduates. Now, will the students earning the highest honors and who are graduating summa cum laude please stand? These students have earned cumulative grade point averages between a 3.75 and a 4.0. Please join me in congratulating the summa cum laude graduates. Thank you, and please be seated. Each faculty member has a different style of gown and accessories depending on his or her field and level of education. For a PhD, the hood is large, colorful, and has a silk patch and a velvet patch. The silk patch represents the colors of the institution that gave the degree, and the velvet tells you what kind of degree was awarded. The doctoral gown has a black velvet strip that extends down the front, as well as 3 black velvet stripes across the sleeves. For the master's degree, the hood is the same length as the doctor's hood, but does not fully expose the lining, and the velvet edge is not as wide. Faculty and staff wear the color of the institution that granted the highest degree they've been awarded. Please join me in recognizing our faculty and staff. And now, all the individuals who are candidates for the associate's and bachelor's degrees, please stand. Chancellor Vedovich, as Assistant Provost for Academic Affairs and as directed by the university faculty, I certify that the individuals standing before you are candidates for the Associates of Arts and Science, Associates of Science, Bachelors of Arts, Bachelors of Business Administration, or Bachelors of Science, and upon completion of the prescribed curricula are entitled to receive the degrees from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I therefore recommend that these candidates be granted the appropriate diplomas for the curricula completed.
Upon this certification by the Provost and Vice Chancellor, and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree that you have earned, together with all the rights and privileges attending thereto.
And now, undergraduates, please take your tassel and move it from right to left on your mortarboard as you are now a UW-Platteville graduate. Congratulations. Please be seated as we begin the awarding of individual degrees. We know that this is an exciting time, and I ask that everyone show respect for the graduates and for those seated near you. All here are anxious to hear the name of their own graduate, so please refrain from excessive celebration or using artificial noisemakers. Carrie Van Halgren, Assistant Dean for Academic Administration and Operations in the College of Liberal Arts and Education, will read the names of the candidates. I ask Dr. Hilton Kelly, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Education, to come forward.
Okay, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Chancellor Ivanovich and Assistant Provost Attenborough, as Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Education, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Associate of Arts and Sciences, Associate of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelors of Science. Candidates, please begin coming forward.
Grace C. Trenkamp. Caleb P. Anderson. Gage Armstrong. Nahum Emmanuel Arriaga. William M. Ballston. Brandon M. Barber. Kyle Michael Bordner. Sean Robert Brasgel. Callie Bremer. Emily Bruce. Leah Jane Bridgkowski. Taylor J. Buckwalter. Jules Marie Buttles. Bo M. Collier. Nicole Ariana Cox. Joseph Gregory Davidson. Sarah Ellen Deal. Caitlin Dione. Kayla E. Doherty. Noah P. Earl. Jenna K. Ekstrom. Alexa Ann Ellis. Megan Endress. Elizabeth R. Ernzen. Mason T. Urshan. Samantha Lee Ayers. Mackenzie S. Easel Hackett. Mariah Lynn Fagan. Reese Elizabeth Fetterman. Cecilia Feiner. Haley Jo Fees. Victoria Elizabeth Filler. Haley M. Ford. Alyssa M. Frank. Eric Ronell Garday. Christina Lane Garside. Amber Victoria Galasso. Nicole Godert. Sarah L. Getz. Lasenia Marie Gonzalez. Bailey S. Gooch. Nathan B. Grieve. Lauren E. Guy. Taylor Ann Hanley. Jacinda J. Hecker. Kenneth Jackson Hemming. Logan R. Hips. Addison Olivia Hoff. Alicia Marie Jacobson. Trenton W. Jennings. Hannah Marie Gentick. Emily Lynn Johannes. Colin L. Johnson. Sadie Johnson. Adrian C. Johnson. Mallory M. Johnson. Jennifer Kaiser. Yuri Caperta. Amanda G. Kissinger. Allison A. Kowalski. Kai A. Kiddo. Abigail J. Kramer. Geneva K. Cryer. Sydney Lee Kruk. Ethan T. Kresanowski. Braden C. Kuntz. Gretchen M. Lankford. Elizabeth M. Lance. Anne Marie Larson. Keely Linska. Allison Elizabeth Losey. Nitavia Lachey Luckett. Ryan Scott McNett. Zoe M. Neal. Brenda Marina Mendez. Isabella Louise Nelson. Kelly E. Nelson. Kimberly A. Niehaus. Caitlin R. Norris. Charles W. Olson. Kiera Lynn Paulson. Nathaniel W. Pett. Rashmi Shomia Phillips. Emma Elizabeth Preeder. Colin Price. Riley N. Riddell. Emma Richards. Jameson Rickert. Owen Riley. Caitlin Reimer. Michaela Caitlin Rosebook. Amber L. Renish. Itze A. Sanchez. Cody A. Shiro. Nicole Shinneman. Taylor Ann Schultz. Kylie A. Smith. Amanda Stansick. Morgan S. Stainer. Lillian K. Sully. Danielle Sunling. Carol H. Swain, Jr. Jacob Siraj Thapa. Cameron W. Tiemann. Samantha J. Trainer. Lexus Trickle. Tyler E. Vargo. Haley M. Verdick. Mitchell P. Walther. Bailey K. Watson. Michaela M. Weber. Samuel J. White. Madison N. Whitmore. Carrie E. Young. Greta E. Zahn.
For Arts and Education, the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, congratulations. Please be seated. I now welcome Assistant Provost Attenborough back to the stage.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science and Master of Science in Education please stand? Chancellor Ivetovich, as Assistant Provost for Academic Affairs, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science and Master of Science in Education.
Upon this certification, with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree that you have earned, together with all the rights and privileges attending hereto.
And now, master's degree candidates, please begin coming forward to receive your hoods.
John Michael Adams. Michael Henry Brand. Troy Dirks. Daniel Lucas Halen. Stephen Daniel Hintz. Vanessa Alexandra Tanzer Hoy. Rachel Kleinmeyer. Rebecca Wendy Cobley. Samantha M. Kraft. Eric M. Kudronowitz. Amanda C. Langer. Amos O. Malone. John L. Purnell. Teresa M. Rost. Catherine Rudin. Marie Ann Salva. Jason Samsula. Karina L. Taylor. Alexander Walika. Jenna Lynn Sonnentag Winter. Jason Paul Wolf.
Congratulations to our graduate students. Please be seated. Again, congratulations to all of our associate, undergraduate, and graduate students. Putting together this ceremony takes considerable work, much of it behind the scenes. Thank you to the following: the Commencement Committee, led by Michael Breitner, Commencement Marshal, Dr. Rosalind S. Broussard, Professor Emerita of Political Science, Carrie Van Halgren, who read the names, Symphonic Wind Ensemble for the music, Teaching and Technology Services, and the Division of University Relations. For all of those just mentioned who helped with the production of today's ceremony, please rise and be recognized. It is a distinct honor to recognize this next group. Sitting in front of the stage is a group who has taught, advised, mentored, and so much more for the graduating class. I am constantly moved by the astonishing passion and dedication of our faculty and staff here at UW-Platteville. Would the faculty and staff please stand and be recognized? None of this would have been possible without this last group, who has helped our graduates throughout their collegiate careers and indeed their entire lives. Would the families and friends of all the graduates please stand and be recognized? Now, would everyone stand? And please turn to page 36 of your commencement program for the alma mater. Page 36. Again led by Nathan Grieve. Please be seated. The commencement ceremonies have been recorded and are available for on-demand viewing on the commencement website. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me once again recognize the graduating class of December 2022. Please remain seated until the faculty have left the auditorium. Once the faculty have left, graduates are dismissed and can join their families and friends. That concludes our ceremony. Once again, congratulations to all the University of Wisconsin-Platteville graduates. Woo! Please start the recessional.